What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sly Cooper HD collection. And in this episode, it's just going to be a few extras. I know I'm talking really fast, but I just want to get all this stuff done. And all you have to do really is just finish the challenges. And there are a few cutscenes that I want to show you guys. One of them is from when I started the missions pretty much. I didn't get all the platinums. And the other one, the second part, is pretty much after I beat the entire game. So I hope you guys enjoyed. These are secret cutscenes. And at the end, there's going to be another two. One is a Dimitri cutscene, and the other is going to be a behind the scenes. But as you guys can see, you can replay missions, and then they have jobs and challenges right there. But I finished this area 100%. But then you can go to bonus movies, and these are the only two you see now. But when you 100% it, it's all there. So see you guys then. Alright, so pretty much that's the first one. I'm going to show you guys what happens when you get 100% and you get everything else. It's going to be a bunch of cutscenes after this. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so after I showed you guys those cutscenes, I pretty much wanted to just show you guys a few of the missions. The challenges are pretty much repeating the game's main missions for the most part, besides these ones called treasure trails where you have to find these treasures. If you're having trouble with those, I'll give you a link in the description to find out how to do them. But the only hard one was for me was the first one, but everything else is pretty much beat the same missions in a certain amount of time. Very, very easy, and it's just very repetitive, I guess, sort of. The ship missions are very good for getting the coins. After I finished all of these ship missions, what I ended up doing was just shaking a few guards, and you don't have to buy every upgrade for your characters to get the platinum. There are only a few, and they tell you in the trophies, I think it's the Diablo Fire Slam, and upgrade all your shadow powers for Sly, and you should be good, so you don't need a gigantic amount of coins. But I ended up getting quite a bit because I actually got carried away with the ship part. I just started sinking ships for days, and on top of that, it's very easy to sink the ships, because all you have to do is get behind them and press circle, then enter the fight with them, or pick on the white sails, because the black and the red ones are just too hard to take down in one shot. It's not as easy as you guys would think, but I feel like this was a great run. And yes, I'm gonna be doing Sly 4. I know a lot of you guys keep asking that, but it's like none of you that asked that watch the videos at all. I mean, come on, man, I've said this like 20 times already. But here's me shaking the last few guards for the Sapphires, and I thought this is a really epic moment, because it feels like once you beat the game, you don't know what to do with your life anymore. But at least I have Sly 4 to recoup for that. It's just that I never played Sly 4 and I'm a bit nervous going into that. That's how I felt when I first left Jak and Daxter for Ratchet and Clank. But as always, you guys support me, so we'll see how it goes. And I just needed 800 coins. I ended up shaking these guys for like, what, 200 coins in like a matter of seconds because of Murray being the awesome East that he is. I just needed one more shadow power for Sly, and I ended up doing that by opening the store, buying. I already bought the Diablo Fire Slam, just need to buy the spin attack, and I think there was one more, but I bought that earlier. So here goes the platinum, I believe, Whirlwind of Awesome, and then Master Thief. So if you guys enjoyed this Let's Play, remember to hit it up with a like and favorite. Here are a few bonus episodes. This has been a great run, and I'll be seeing you guys next time.
Show your bling and let me shine you. We smooth. Look, see the money. You'll like the money, on the mic with a shout out to all my nightclub samurai. Smooth. Keep it smooth, baby. Walk tall, stand tall, feel funky. Juice. Who's got the juice? Smooth. Dig the kinetic. Kinetic aesthetic. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Got to keep it smooth. Got to keep it smooth. Feel funky. Got to keep it smooth. Greasy sweet. Freak out. Let's dance. Got to keep it smooth. Greasy sweet. On what I'm throwing down? Pizza!
I guess we're here to talk about some of the earlier stuff that was produced for Sly. I'm Dev Medan, art director at Sucker Punch.
I'm Nate Fox, I'm one of the game designers.
And what we're looking at here is a level that was produced but never made it into the game.
Well, it made it into the game spiritually.
Yes, spiritually.
I mean, you can tell it's like a big, impressive, kind of Riviera feel, high class, very Sly Cooper style.
Yeah, this figuring out the evolution of the gameplay between Sly 1 and Sly 2. This was, what, 6 months we worked on this? 8 months?
Yeah, a shamefully long amount of time, and it didn't even make it into the game.
Yeah.
But it was sort of the conceptual building block for how we were going to construct Sly 2, which was a big departure from Sly 1. I mean,
Totally.
you can tell like it's all non-linear in how you move through this space,
Totally.
which is pretty radical shift for us. I remember in this level we were going to have Bentley steal a giant yacht and smash it through all of these docks and eventually bash it into that large building which was a casino so that the Cooper gang pulled off a pretty sweet heist.
Those are the smartest guards ever.
I know. But at least they stand at attention, you know. Sly attacks them and they're there, they're very present emotionally. I love this cop boat because it features the fine Sucker Punch tradition of writing poor French on things.
10 months. So we're now back at Sly 1.
JT, do you read me?
Yeah, Bentley, I hear you.
I've just identified a potential problem. See that filthy game?
I love, you know, we kept the same Bentley from the very first just kind of voice experiment.
Okay.
But that's
Give me a
Sly.
good chance for me to
my
bust
gosh.
out my new climb move.
Climb move. Oh, man.
Ropes and pipes.
If you ever wanted
Like
to
that
punch
ladder
the
over
character
there?
in the face more?
That would be it.
Yeah,
Bentley's a pretty interesting guy, the voice of Bentley. He's a friend of the fellow in the office. He worked in a record store down the street from me.
Yeah. Jump and hit the circle to
It'd be nice to go in and get a recommendation on an album.
And he ended up being the voice of Bentley.
Yeah. Well, it'll give you record recommendations in the Bentley voice.
I think you want the one. 2 shelves down.
Yeah, how many times? Oh, look at the dancing cash. Yeah. Nothing says video game good times like
Dancing cash.
dancing inanimate. Well, I guess it is animate if it's dancing.
Oh man, even this music I remember. I can't listen to this CD anymore.
So this is the same level we were just looking at, just in a obviously much more primitive form.
Look at the animations.
Oh yeah. Sly looks like he's got a problem.
Yeah.
What's his deal? If you saw somebody in real life or anything like that, what would you assume would happen to them? I'm thinking burn victim. Back injury?
Fused spine?
Fused spine? Oh, yeah.
18 months. We didn't have the cell borders on Sly.
No. Sly's cane could transform into many unique devices, including this fabulous number, which would allow you to see an invisible maze.
So amazing. So we were so abandoned in terms to put this in the game. This level went through the entire development process. Everybody in the office touched it. At least once.
Yeah. It's funny that parts of this level actually did ship in Sly 1.
Totally.
Sly versus the huge pistons. Why is Sly always evading large machine parts? If I ever get rich, I'm gonna hide all my money around huge moving parts.
With open fire pits.
Yeah, lots of fire right near my folding paper cash. Oh, check out that dynamic move. Actually, it's interesting. This is a really, really old movie, but Sly's still doing those cane swings off books.
Yeah.
Was that where you came up with the idea for the cane in the first place?
No, it was more of a question mark.
Because he's a raccoon of mystery?
Mystery.
Which is clearly evident in this video. Who is that masked character swinging on the
The one thing that I kind of wish that we didn't get rid of was the original idea was that Sly's eyes, you should always be able to see them, even in the dark. So, like, you'll see here, when he turns around, if he ever turns around again, so how his eyes pop out.
Yeah. Oh, remember that checkpoint with the Sly logo on it? We had a lot of arguments internally about whether or not there would be Sly iconography in the world that belonged to the boss.
Yeah, totally.
So it'd feel more like stealing if you didn't run across stuff that belonged to you.
Yeah. He's made it in.
I like that most of our conversations internally are about what would make it feel more like thieving or being a thief. At this point, I think we're pretty aware of what it takes to be a thief, and if we lose our jobs,
we got another line of work.
yeah, we've got it. Our second career is all lined up.
Oh, the freeze
Oh
fish.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Like it made sense that if you wanted Sly to be able to freeze things that really recognizable.
Yeah, well, we gotta know, right?
Yeah.
Like, players will not know that they can freeze water, so they should
something like
need
a
something
fish.
iconic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to freeze a fish? Oh, the crab takes it again. And this is...
I like that we made the NPC orange so that you can't tell from where he is on the floor.
All right.
So
So orange NPC on an orange platform. That's part of his cunning camouflage ploy.
Totally.
If anyone asks, it was completely to make the NPC look extra smart. Money popping up out of holes.
So interesting seeing the character without a self order.
I really like that old thing where the money would fly like
Fly,
butterflies into your pack.
Yeah.
It's pretty, sort of
True.
surreal.
Yeah.
But it's,
Wording.
yeah. Didn't we have problems using green money because it wouldn't localize
Localization
into
issues, yeah.
different countries?
And
Which really illustrates a problem globally that we have different colored money. The video game industry would really benefit from one colored. Oh, the underwater approach.
yeah.
You'll notice that's the same fish that was the freeze fish. Just kept reusing it. Slap. Oh yeah, you can change the wings on the underwater vehicle to go through different openings in the cave.
Actually, if I remember correctly, Raleigh's level was supposed to entirely be underwater.
Yeah, yeah. That was going to be our first level of the game,
Yeah.
underwater, because it was going to be easier to do it that way.
Oh man.
Oh. Very intense.
This is amazing.
This old Sly, it's good.
Was this PC? Was this on PC?
I don't know. You know, frankly, like, I've blocked this Sly out of my memory. As far as I'm concerned, the Sly we know today kind of sprang up fully formed. He's like got boxing gloves on and big clown shoes.
Clown feet.
Oh, but check it out. He's a dynamo in action. Wow, what's that up ahead? Stairs. Oh yeah. Video games are all about like fantasy fulfillment, and here we're fulfilling the fantasy of ascending a blue staircase. But watch out, kids! There's lava up ahead. Yeah, I never really noticed, but Sly's in a lot of caves in these demos.
There's all those stretch textures and careful Sly.
Yeah.
Careful Sly.
Don't trust ambiguously shaped objects. Dev, I don't know if you know it, but orange means lava.
Lava. Totally.
Lava is bad for video game
In a
characters.
video game? In a video game? Lava.
It is. At least in most video games, that's the case. However, in our game, we decided that it didn't hurt Sly at all.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, so he could run in lava.
Yeah.
Whereas the modern Sly, he can't swim.
Totally. But he can run in lava. It's the clown shoes.
Completely. He used to be a lot tougher.
Yeah,
Is what
he did.
this video tells me. Yeah, it's an impressionistic painting. It's a Dutch masterpiece. I kind of miss the Sucker Punch era of rolling lava rocks. I feel like that was a real staple for us.
Yeah. Not too fiefy though.
Not too fiefy, no. Oh, the big guy, the original, the progenitor. Check out that
I
mean
have
run.
nothing to say about that. That was brutal.
You did the mocap for that run, didn't you? Oh, here he is in his most modern form. Whereas I did the mocap for this sequence.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That looks better than the original slide model we just looked at. I kind of miss the purse though.
Really?
No, not really. Hey, still doing the hook swing. Same as way back when. Still got the giant machine parts.
Yes, yeah. In caves.
Yeah, in caves. There's a lot more catapults in the new game though
Yeah.
than in past games.
It's because those environments were so big.
That's true. Environments have gotten big. Just like Monaco, really. Like that was a big departure, and it really is what we're doing these days. Like this street here is just like that one in Monaco.
Yep.
Just with significantly more gunplay. That's interesting to look at the computer monitor section of that gameplay. Just how much more abstract everything's gotten from those original kind of very linear level design. I mean, we clearly wouldn't have even thought about multiplayer. Venice is the same kind of romantic getaway Monaco was.
Monaco, yeah.
Of course, multiplayer, it's not so romantic.
No. Well, that's that. That was really painful.